Welcome to Minipod number 3. I'm Jason.
I'm Andy.
And I'm Brian.
We're coming back at you with our weekly recommendations.
We're back on track. We had a COVID break.
There was a COVID breach, I guess we could call it.
Still halfway into 2022, still get these COVID breaks.
Yeah, we're going to start off with recommendations. Did you want to go first, Andy?
Well,
did you want to go last?
No, I can go first. The show I'm going to recommend is From. It's on the pay
Who's it from?
service station Epix. So good luck finding it.
Downloading it.
I got a free weekend, and I watched the whole thing over that weekend. So
is it done after this season, or is there more?
It's set up for a second season. I think it was 10 episodes, and it is it's got to be something to do with the guys that did Lost. It feels very Lost-like. And it's it's not Damon Lindelof. It's not
those guys.
It's not any of the big guys. Carlton
J.J. Abrams
Hughes or whoever. Yeah, it's not any of those guys. But it
That's
feels very Lost.
Carlton Hughes. Yeah.
The basic Michael from Lost is in it. I forget his name. He's got a French sounding name. Henry.
I know who you're talking about. Yes,
he's the only guy that I knew in the entire thing. But this family's driving through this town, and it's like one of these like backwoods towns. There's like a general store and a diner and nothing else, and they get stranded there, and they can't leave. And at night, these monsters come out, and if you're not indoors, they kill you.
Do you see the monster?
Oh yeah, they open with a kill. It opens with a kill, and then the story progresses from there. So, but just like Lost, there were things that happened that I was like, oh, well, this was taken right out of the Lost Handbook. I don't want to spoil any of it. It was good. It was fun. It was.
Is it is Epix a TV network TV, or is that like, can you have graphic violence?
Oh yeah, there's F-bombs and graphic violence.
Because I was wondering if it was like a.
No. It's not It's not like AMC or FX.
Well, AMC is actually F-bomb.
Yeah, you're right.
With the violence,
but this was more than that.
Saw and even Walking
Dead. Like an HBO show, but not that quality. It's not high quality. It's like medium quality. It was good.
Well, I mean,
I recommend it.
Epix is probably
it's called
budget,
From,
so yeah,
which is a terrible name for a show because
I saw From.
It makes it impossible to Google.
You saw from where?
Yeah, you put in Google From, and you get the definition of From or a million other things. So you got to be like From 2022, and then they're like from 2022
TV
to what?
And, Epix TV series.
It's really bad to name shows anything common like that, but From.
So this is your first recommendation. I think you've been all no recommendation.
Everything I watched, I was like, nah. But I liked it. I liked it all. So that's me. Brian, What about you? Or Jay, whoever.
You ready, or you want me to go?
You can go.
All right. I was just going to bring up a show on HBOMax. It's only supposed to be one season, 6 episodes. It's called We Own This City. It tells the story of the rise and fall of the Baltimore Police Department's gun trace task force and the corruption surrounding it.
Wow,
it's very loose
right there.
There's a lot of The Wire. People who were in The Wire as druggies are cops now in this, which
and The Wire is Baltimore also, right?
Wire was Baltimore, and that was loosely based on real situations, and this is based on the real life task force there. John Bernthal and Josh Charles are 2 of the main stars. And
was John Bernthal in The Wire?
John Bernthal was not in The Wire. Okay. No, he was not in that. But like I said, there's a lot of majors and sergeants from The Wire that are in this now as well, and just seeing like a major drug dealer, Marlo Stanfield from The Wire as like a homicide detective in this is pretty.
Kind of fun.
It's pretty
same guys that did The Wire.
David Simon as the producer or whatever, and he did both. Yeah, so yeah. It's pretty good. I know a lot of people are either love The Wire or no opinion of The Wire, and I'm a fan of The Wire. It took me a while to get through it. I finally got through it. I enjoy it, and this I know a lot of people don't like police procedurals, but It's kind of telling a true story though,
but
so I think that makes it a little easier for some people. But I enjoy it. Yeah, I highly recommend it.
You say it's only going to be one season?
It's only one season, 6 episodes. Yeah, it says limited series.
That makes me more apt to watch it if I know I don't have to carry on with it.
Also, I'll throw in another quick one. 3 Mile Island documentary on Netflix. Real good.
Wow. Yeah. I didn't even know about that.
Yeah, I haven't heard of that one.
I'll watch it.
It just came out. It's like a 4-parter, like 45 minutes for each part. It's pretty good. I liked it.
Okay.
Now me?
Sure.
So I was going to talk about Minx, but I watched another show.
Minx, did you bring that one up on the podcast?
Yeah, that's the HBOMax show.
But you didn't recommend it, right? It was just something that you talked about? Or
I didn't recommend it, but I do recommend it.
Yeah, but that was like, I was wondering if it was one you did.
I mean, there's a lot of, hanging dong in it, but...
Now I remember talking about it.
Andy's favorite type of dong.
It's a lot of male frontal nudity.
Well, listen, it's going to be dong. I don't want to just like little button. I want
you want something that you can appreciate.
I want something I can hold on to.
I think it was fake, but there were guys. There was one guy. He was a football player that they got for the centerfold of Minx, and he was hard. Like he was, and they kept talking about that. Like we can't use this. We can't. They'll go to jail if they print.
What's the premise of that?
So it's a woman who.
But what year? It's early, right? It's not.
Yeah, it's in the 70s.
It's the 70s. Okay,
70s, and this woman wants to start a magazine, a female magazine, and she just can't get anyone to talk to her.
Is it based on Playgirl or?
It might be. I don't think it's really. It might be based on something like that, but it seems to be totally fictional.
And they can't have erect penises, but they can have floppy ones.
I think that makes it whether or not it's regular pornography versus hardcore pornography. I guess
HBOMax had no problem showing it though.
Listen, I watch Game of Thrones. I know they have no problem with dongs.
But what's his name? Jake Johnson. He's from New Girl. I don't know.
Never watched it.
You would recognize him if you saw him, but
I recognize him if I saw his dong?
Yeah, he's the Bob Guccione type.
Oh, we just had Bob Guccione in Pam and Tommy.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Junior, right? Oh no, regular. Yeah.
Bob
Junior's spitting. Yeah. Okay. Sorry.
So he's the one who publishes her magazine, and they shows them kind of button heads, but at the same time figuring out how to make it
cool. But that's not you're going to recommend.
But no, I said I was going.
He recommends, but he's not.
But that wasn't what he
wanted
to bring
as his
up.
recommendation.
But I started watching. Actually, I started with season 2.
What? What? No. Did you go back to season 1 at least?
No. I'm still on season 2, but it's called Better Things.
Oh, I watched
Pamela Adlon.
Yeah,
Bobby Hill.
Oh yeah, Michelle watched.
Yeah, it was Louis C.K. It was Louis C.K. started it with her, but he then he got Me Too.
Oh, he was in it.
He was a writer.
He wasn't in it. He was like a producer, writer,
and
creator,
she played his sister on Louis.
No, he liked her.
Oh, they dated or something like that. They dated,
but
right?
she didn't want to be with him all the time. But then she kind of would show him signs like she wanted to be with him. But yeah,
it has a real quirky bizarreness to it.
She's like
she is quirky bizarre.
She's the divorcee, but she's like a voice actor, but actress. She's also an actress.
Like she's playing herself.
And she's got 3 kids.
She's got 3 daughters, 3 horrible daughters.
And they all have male names.
Are there any good daughters?
There's Sam, Duke, and Max. They're all like possible male names.
Male names. Yeah. Duke. For a woman, Duke?
That's the little one, Dookie.
Dookie.
Speaking of Dookie, Lil Dookie is a character from The Wire who's now playing a cop.
Okay.
Like one of the funny scenes was they were watching TV, and she was watching TV with her daughters, and one of her commercials came up, and her daughter just went right by it, and it she got upset by that they didn't want that, and she storms out, but she gives this whole thing about about not being appreciated. So when she comes back to the house, they're having this fake funeral for her, and she gets to lay down, and they get to eulogize her, but little Duke, the youngest, started getting upset, and they were like, "Well, how did you die?" And it was a car accident, and the youngest daughter, small, she got upset, and she was like, "No, you died with me.
Oh my Lord.
You get to lay down right next to me. You're dead too, honey."
I think everybody should have a eulogy. I think everybody should have a funeral before they die.
Well, it definitely made it. It's solidified in my mind that I will have one.
They had that on Curb.
God, I want to eulogize you.
Albert Brooks
That's
on
right.
Curb
Brooks
this
had
year.
one, yeah.
That was-
Bender had one on Futurama. Louder and sadder.
Real quick though, how did you accidentally start on season 2?
Yeah, right.
If it's not,
And what channel is this on?
I didn't.
it's on Hulu.
It's
so
on
watching
Hulu,
it.
yeah. So I didn't accidentally. I actually purposely started on season 2. Is because as I'm looking at it, I was like, I don't know if I want to go through the awkwardness of a season 1. This was a show that I was going to watch while I was eating. So this was my sit down.
You thought it was going to be disgusting? Like
No. It was just like I didn't want to go through them figuring everything out. So season 2, everybody, all the characters are established and everything, and I wanted to start with that
Very strange.
I don't get that at all.
because it's not a continuous story.
I don't think, but
Oh, it's not?
No, it's
it
not
is.
a-
It's telling their
not
real life story,
serial,
but it's like every episode does kind of connect in a season,
yeah.
but it's not like you didn't need to. I don't know. I still think that's weird to start something that already has 5 seasons.
Does it have 5 seasons?
It's on the 5th and final season.
It's one of those shows. I thought the second season just started. Kind of thing.
No, I
What's it
won't.
called again?
Better
Better
things.
things.
Better Things.
It's good.
Speaking of that, doesn't Stranger Things start this weekend?
Is that this weekend? Really?
Really?
I thought I saw something about that. I don't know. I guess I'll watch it. I don't really care anymore.
I don't know if I did not see anything, so I don't. know.
I might be hallucinating that. I was very tired at work today.
Yeah, if it is true, there was not much hype to it, right?
Well, when would Netflix ever hype their own shit? Netflix.
But I mean,
is the
usually you
worst
see
at that.
stuff like on Twitter or whatever. you
Yeah,
know.
you're right. You're right. I thought I saw something about it. I thought they said something about it dropping on Sunday, but I could be wrong. Don't listen to me. I take it back. Cut that out. Cut.
Okay, maybe I don't know, like because it does seem like the right time to do it, and then also it seems like will they wait till October
If I just had some
to go for something like that? Like
advice.
Yeah. Because it's spooky.
very spooky. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
It's like one of those shows that
Yeah, it says. I guess this is next weekend, May 27th. Where are we now? What's that?
that's the
It's
same
2
day.
weeks from now.
That's when Obi-Wan comes out, May 27th.
Wow. Well, I'm watching Obi-Wan over.
Today's the
thing.
13th, 2 weeks from now.
Oh, okay, so 2 weeks. All right, I'm sorry. Not,
So 2 weeks from now, that's a Friday. You have both Stranger Things and Obi-Wan. At least Obi-Wan will just be one episode.
Yeah.
And
the right way to do things.
yeah,
One at a time.
Stranger Things. I wish that would be one episode. That would be great because then I'd be like, okay,
wish
did you
everything
watch
was
it?
one at a
And then
time.
boom, you talk about it
I'm the only one who disagrees with that, huh?
But
because
you're forced to watch it all the way through in one sitting.
because it's spoilers.
For me, I don't watch a show until all of them are out now. I don't even, unless I have to.
Why? That's why you won't watch Succession.
He's got to wait till Brian Cox dies or something like that, and they release him.
And
all.
now he's watching Better Things because it's on the 5th and final season.
Exactly.
I don't want to be spoiled by stuff on the internet, so I want to watch them as they come
Especially
out.
some of these bigger shows.
I stay off those parts of the internet.
So you're not going to watch
What,
Obi-Wan
Google?
to do that? You're not going to be able to podcast about Obi-Wan with us?
Oh no! I mean, I said I'll do it when I have to.
I don't think we're forcing you now. I don't want to be like us. We're bullying him into watching these shows.
I think it's a bad business model from a business standpoint.
You
Like,
would think that.
I
yeah.
think
I agree with you on
not
that.
building up hype, not having like 3 episodes out and everybody's at work going like, "Oh my god, what's
the
going to
water
happen
cooler
next
factor.
week?" Yeah, all that stuff I think plays into it.
No,
When you drop
knowing
it
that
all
your
one
show
time-
is the water cooler show for 2.5 months.
Yeah, this
It's
is
10 weeks.
It's a water cooler show for a weekend because everybody's going to watch that first weekend, talk about it that next day at
Spoiled.
work.
Anybody else that watches it, they start talking about it 2 weeks later.
And be like,
You've already
"Ah, I
forgot
watched
about it.
already."
You're already watching something else.
I think it's really bad. I don't get why they do it that way. I mean, lesser shows, it's fine if they want to drop all episodes of like, I don't know, a
Russian doll.
Yeah, let's say anybody cared about that show and they wanted
She's
to drop
hosting
all of them.
SNL in 2 weeks.
Really?
Yeah.
Man, that show. I watched the first episode of that. I was like, okay, never again. But anyway, I think it's bad for the show. I think it's bad for I think it's a bad business practice. You're giving everybody everything
It
all
really
at once.
is.
So you're going to have a ton of people, maybe, I don't know, sign up for Netflix, watch it over a weekend, cancel.
I think they must think of it as like a movie.
Well, then make it 2 hours long.
Yeah, don't.
been over that
don't
already.
expect people to watch 8 hours to 10 hours of footage in a weekend because sometimes that's not doable.
No good.
Sometimes I can, but yeah, sometimes I don't want to have to.
No good. I also like to bring up, since it's current, I saw Strange Thing, Doctor Strange 2. Did you see Doctor Strange?
I did see it. Yeah.
See it yet?
No, I haven't.
Okay, then I won't spoil anything.
No,
I liked it.
You don't have to worry about that.
Well,
I liked it.
yeah.
It was good, not great. As far as Marvel movies go, it's like a B-, kind of like it's
What Connor said.
It's like almost like the first one. Like I've seen the first one like 2 times. I'll see this one again probably when it's on Disney Plus. Like it's in the same like Ant-Man category, like that middle of the road. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's
I
all.
enjoyed it.
That's my review for it. Like
I'd also give it a B. I don't want to give it any spoilers either. But yeah, it was fun. It told a story. It wasn't too long. It was just over 2 hours, I believe. So perfect time. And yeah, I recommend it.
I finally saw No Way Home.
Oh, well,
I watched that.
much better. Yeah,
I like that. That was good.
Yeah,
I watched that Friday before I went.
It's funny. I
Dr.
heard the other day, because of COVID, because of everything that's happened over the last couple of years, the entire timeline of the MCU is all screwed up because of not to spoil anything, but WandaVision, Loki, No Way Home, Doctor Strange. That's the order they were released, but that's not the order they should have been watched in. I think it was WandaVision, Doctor Strange, No Way Home, Loki, but I'm not quite sure if that's it or not. But
No Way Home's the cartoon one.
No Way Home's
No Way Home is the one you just said you just watched.
Oh, Spider-Man.
Yeah, What If is the cartoon one.
Oh,
no, I'm just saying, like all 4 of those deal with the multiverse. All 4 of them.
No Way Home you should have watched that before Doctor Strange. No,
they were saying after.
Really?
Yeah, or it was supposed to come out after. Doctor Strange was supposed to come out like
was that one of the ones
summer
that
or
was
something
because
like
of
that?
COVID?
Yeah. But in Loki is all about the multiverse, and if you watch that before Doctor Strange, you're kind of like, well, this isn't new. I already know about all this.
But if
stuff, so I think if you ever go back and watch them in order, it should be WandaVision, Doctor Strange, Spider-Man, No Way Home, Loki.
How come that group from Loki didn't come to No Way Home to take care of things?
I didn't see
the Time Commission or whatever. Well, I don't know.
Seems like that would have been right up their alley.
Because as great as Marvel is, I think.
What's Marvel's next?
Thor's next. Thor's
series.
summer.
No, their next series. Because I know Thor's this summer. I think that's July, right?
There is another series coming out.
Love and Thunder?
And that's Taika does that, right?
It is Taika.
Yeah.
So I'm looking forward to that.
I think, but with Marvel, talking to you, I think the consequences of one movie don't bleed over to the next movie or show. Because, there were many times where Iron Man said, I'm done, I'm blowing up all my suits. And then the next Avenger movie comes out. He's like, hey, I'm Iron Man. And no one asks, no one says, hey, didn't you blow up all your suits? What happened there?
Yeah. Well, we just had Moon Knight, so I
got to finish that still.
What's next, though? There's something.
Well, now Obi-Wan's coming out, so I don't know if they like flip-flop Star Wars with
but
Marvel.
I was wondering what the next Marvel, because it's got to be announced already, I would think.
Oh, yeah, because it's probably something that's going to come out over the summer, I would imagine.
Can you just...
Am I too far?
Yeah, no, too close. Just back your mic away. Just spin it.
Better?
They spinning.
Yeah, like right there.
There? All right. Check 1, check 2. We should begin wrapping this one up, though. I think, right?
It was good 20 minutes.
Yeah, so,
almost 20 minutes.
All right,
you can catch us on the exciting and new podcast platform. We're on Instagram, Facebook,
Grindr.
Twitter, TikTok. Brian runs that. Jazoo74 Twitter, AE Gonzo, Papa Bad.
This guy's like the Academy Awards. He's playing this out as he's still talking. Jesus Christ.
Well, no, I should have had it like this.
I thought you wanted me to do that.
And then bring it up.
I said, maybe I should stop.
But
I should give all our...
I hit the button way too early, and I didn't have the slider down.
Yeah, I'm going to slide you down.
All right, now I'll slide it up.